spending long hours studying, but you're not getting the grades. And the truth is, you might be studying harder, but you're not studying smarter. As a first class mechanical engineering student, God knows I have had some major flops that help me to understand what is actually useful and what is completely useless in actually getting the grades that you deserve. So that's why today I'm going to be telling you 5 major things that you need to actually ensure that you study smarter and actually get the grades you deserve and actually do better in your academics. And pay attention, please, because there are going to be 2 major giveaways in the middle of this video. So be sure to stay to the end, because these 2 things are going to really help you with your academics. And please pay attention, because I've made the mistakes, but you don't have to make the same mistakes that I made. So yeah, let's get into it. So let's just face the fact that studying has changed forever, and it will never be the way it used to before. And if you're still using traditional study techniques to study and to go through your work, I'm promising you, you're most likely going to be behind most of your classmates or course mates. And so that leads me on to my first point. This is a recent thing that I funny enough learned. Someone would think that after being a study YouTuber for 2 years, I've learned everything. I promise you, I've not. So recently, I had 2 tests last week, right? So this first test that I did, I had done my personal studying, yes. But when it now came to the time for the test, I was able to sit around with some people, and then we're all reading and everything. And from that reading time, I was able to notice some things that I did not really notice when I was reading by myself. So then now came the second test, yes, and that one I completely read by myself. I did not use anybody. I was not with anybody at all. And so the first one, where I actually read other people while also reading myself, I cleared that test completely, 15 over 15. While the other one, though I was like the second highest in my class, I could have done a whole lot better. And that leads me on to the first one, which is studying with your friends for tests. It's very, very important for you to do your personal study and all those kind of things. But when it comes to tests or exams, when it's the I won't say last minute, but when it's like a day to the exam or a few hours to the exam, or let's say 12 hours to the exam, drop personal studying. Because I've been doing this thing unconsciously, yes, but not to know actually. Being with other people right before the test, you will come to see things that they were able to see, but you were not able to see them. So when you're actually doing that studying with them, they're picking points, you're understanding things, and say, this one, did you read this one? This one, did you read this one? And I know I used to before say that those things, brought me anxiety, quote unquote. I was just trying to be lazy, and I did not want to do the extra work and remember those extra things that will actually help me, to do better in my test. God knows, if I had not read with those people that I read with before that test, my score would have been very, very, very different. But because I was able to, study with other people that are like-minded and people that were able to notice things that I didn't notice, I was able to do a whole lot better in my test. And most likely this is something that you can also apply to your exams as well. And so this next point, especially in the time that we are now, if you don't have technological options that make your work easier and help you to spot things in your notes that you would not have easily have spotted, you are wasting time. And so this second point is just mainly talking about softwares, websites, and things you start using today, and 2 of them that I'm going to be mentioning, I have personally used them, and the other 2, one I had an interaction with, and the other one I heard that it is doing wonders for a lot of people. And so this first one, I had a test last week Monday or something like that, and this man told us to read some couple of notes, and it was really, really, I don't like to read that much, to be very, very honest. I love to calculate. Like, give me 10,000 pages of calculations, sign me up, but give me 5 pages of notes to read. It's like, stop it. So I was really, really not interested in reading the notes. So what did I do? I uploaded the 5 notes to Tia Study, and I just simply went through the objective questions. So what I love about this so much is that it just reduced the barrier of entry. Because let's start with that I was lazy to study. I did not even feel like studying in the first place. But lazily just answering the questions started to get my mind to be active. And before I was paying more and more and more attention. And what was very, very, very amazing to me was the fact that as I was studying, there were parts of the notes that I did not really, really notice like that. But through the questions, I was able to actually notice them, and I should remember this, I should remember that, things that I would have not naturally noticed if I was reading it by myself. Because I hate reading, sometimes I have the tendency to just skip some things. I just skip. Meanwhile, those things might actually be important things that they can ask me on my test. So that AI was able to more effectively go through the notes and help me to pinpoint things that I was able to understand. And that leads me on to my second technological option, ChatGPT. I know that they're introducing lots of different AIs, right? But ChatGPT is the OG, is the OG. Let's not forget our roots, guys. ChatGPT is so good for academics. I even had to make a video on it once on how ChatGPT can actually change, academics. And recently, actually, I've even been discovering new ways that ChatGPT can actually help you with your academics. ChatGPT number one can actually help you to practice active recall. So I was reading for my CAPM exam, which is a certificate associate in project management. Don't worry, you guys. When I pass that exam, I'll post it for you guys to see. But there was this particular part of it, the agile manifestos or something like that. I was not really able to understand, so I told ChatGPT to explain it to me, and so then I now switched it to the study part of ChatGPT. So it now helped me to ask me questions about what it had already taught me, and I was answering, and it actually really helped me to understand further the agile manifestos like Canberra, Agile, DSDM, and the likes of them. So ChatGPT is not only for helping you to write your 10 papers or all those things. You should not be using ChatGPT to write your paper, but it can also help you to actually practice active recording. It can also ask you questions as well. And as I've said in this video here, you should probably check out this video to see how ChatGPT can actually help you to do better in academics, but it can also help you to understand complex topics. And also, for those of you that don't want to hear for those of you that write things using ChatGPT can also help you to rewrite things in such a way that AI will not be able to detect them. It's not me that told you, Sha. So the next one is Pia. This one is a recent one. I just heard about it like a few days ago, guy. This one, it can even help you to answer questions and also help you to make questions for yourself. That actually help you to understand what is inside your notes. So this AI scans through your notes and just help you to, if you're needing, to understand specific parts of your notes. This next one, I heard that it completely revolutionized somebody's academic life, and it made them to even increase their GPA and do a whole lot better in their academics. If you're looking for a revolutionary change in your academics, this AI might just be what you need, and that is Notebook LMM. I don't know how I did not come across this, but somebody was talking about it, right? And the person said that the person is more of an audio learner, and that brings me on to another bonus point that's not in my points. You need to understand the kind of learner you are. I don't think I pronounced it right though. So the person uploaded their notes to Notebook LLM, and then they converted those notes to audio form, and they used to listen to them instead of reading the 120 pages slides. So for somebody like him now, he prefers to listen to audio. To me, sometimes when in some particular kinds of topics, I prefer to watch YouTube videos. So you need to understand what kind of learner you are, and by the time you understand what kind of learner you are, Notebook LMM can now assist you to actually do better in your academics. Like, guys, I'm actually enjoying this video. Like, you have no idea. Like, these are things that you need to understand, because if you don't understand them, you will not be able to do a whole lot better in your academics. And for those of you that want to start using ChatGPT to integrate it into your academics, I'm going to give you guys a list of 100 prompts that are going to help you with your academics, a free. So yeah, you can check that below in the description. Anyways, let's get along with the video. So this next point, I really underestimated it, and in my 200 level, my first thermodynamics course that I did, I could have easily had A, but I had B because I simply neglected this point. And this is the fact that you need to aim to understand what you're studying. Like, every day I think about the fact that I had B in that course, I just get very irritated, because if I had just simply understood the basics, I would have been able to easily answer the questions that they were giving me in the exam that day. So don't just cram, but actually aim to truly understand what you're studying and actually do a whole lot better. And also, for those of you that have been saying that, oh, you wanted to get the Perfect GPA Playbook Part 2, which contains my 2 years of experience as a study YouTuber, interacting with students and understanding what they need to actually be academically resilient, and also some study techniques that I've not been able to talk about on YouTube because I have to try and make these videos kind of short so that people can watch them to the end, and just a whole lot of other things that I was able to discover during my 3 months of actually spending a whole lot of time to write this book. And I packed all of that into what we call the Perfect GPA Playbook. So for those of you that actually have been looking for a discount, I'm going to be giving you guys a discount code, Get Better, for you to use on the Perfect GPA Playbook Part. So this discount code is going to be expiring November 30th by 12 p.m. If you've actually been really wanting to get the Perfect GPA Playbook 2, I advise that you use the discount code Get Better, and it's going to give you more than a 50%, I think it's 75, higher than a 75% discount on the Perfect GPA Playbook 2. And so that lasts to November 30th, the last day of November. If you don't use it, That's the business, So be sure to check that out, guys, because I took out a lot of time to really write. And if you're enjoying this video and these tips are useful, believe me, you will not believe what is inside that book that I spent over 3 months writing. So yeah, be sure to check that out, guys. So then, this next point, this next point has killed me a lot of times, and I failed to acknowledge this point when I was in my 100 level, and I was able to get away with it, right? But as I got into higher levels, these points began to be more and more important. And if you're looking to actually do better in your academics as you go up, especially as you get into higher levels, this point is very, very important. And it's the fact that you need to focus on the key areas, focus on the important things. Don't neglect what you know is important. They're like the things that that if you don't read this, it's not going to come out. Like, gone are the days where you're reading for exam and you start reading all the notes. It's not all the notes you need to read to pass the exam. That was the things we used to do in 100 level to prove that we were serious. See, as you grow higher, as you get into higher levels, you need to work smarter. Like, the notes, the AOC. Even if you don't know, you have the Holy Spirit that can direct you to the AOC. Like, at first the level where I'll be reading all the notes. So Holy Spirit, like, what are we reading? Where are the questions coming from? Like, all the tests that I wrote last week like this, I cannot think of anyone where I went to go and read rubbish. I'll just be reading and stop here. Look at this one. Look at this one. Even that's like in the cases whereby your lecturer does not give you AOC, but even the AOC, there is still AOC. See, if you know, if you don't get it, forget about it. So be sure to just focus on the important things. Stop neglecting the things that that are very, very important, and then go and be reading rubbish. Like, who sends you work? So focus on the more important things and actually ensure you do what is important to ensure that you actually get the grades that you set. And this last point, oh Jesus, I neglected this point for the first 3 years of my academics, and when I came to understand this point, that was when I was finally able to have my first 5.0 GPA. And it's the fact that the race is not to the swift. The race is not to the strong. But by the Lord that showed mercy. God, the grace of God is very important. Don't forget to. You and somebody can write the same thing, but they might mark that person higher and they might mark you lower. Like, it's so crazy. Like, oh, if you have not seen, you'll not see. Maybe if you're in lower levels, you might not understand, but the grace of God is so important. Like, don't neglect the grace of God upon your life. Like, it's so important in making the difference, your academics, So, like, the grace of God can, I'm not just saying that the grace of God when they are marking you right, but the grace of God also speaks sometimes when you're reading, directing you to the important things to do, directing you to the places where you see people are reading, and then that thing that they are reading might just be the thing that will make the difference between you having a C and you having an A. I have been there before so many times, like, guy, if I did not see this set of people and I did not read them and we did not read this specific thing, oh, story. That's what I would have just said. So continue to just pray that let the grace of God, direct you when you're reading, because it's very, very important, and even as they're marking, let the grace of God speak for you in rooms where you can never enter. So yeah, I think that's about it for this video. So be sure to, actually study with your friends for tests and for exams. Engage technological options, be cool before I beat you. And then aim to understand what you're truly studying, and then focus on key areas and pray that the grace of God actually helps you. So I really enjoyed making this video, in case you guys did not notice. And if you did as well, please be sure to comment down below and tell me what was your favorite part, so we can be in the comment section discussing, and please like this video so that this video can get out to more students. I really dream of a day whereby, academic excellence will truly be something that will be truly easily attainable. And if you like this video can get out to more people and help more people to actually do better in their academics. So thank you very much for helping the academics of somebody else by liking this video. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in another video. Check out this video here so that you too can push out this video more as well. So yeah, I'll see you guys in another video. Bye. So if you've actually been really wanting to get, hey, read your books. Read your books. Your family is counting on you to change the narrative. Read your books. Be excellent. Work hard. Your family is counting on you. You're the one that will break generational curse. So I did not tell you.